Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being a part of our channel. So far, it's been so good. Okay, now, panga. Let's try and fix this further. I don't want it too close to me. Like this. Yeah, people, massa, it's cold here. But just sleep and wake. In a Shalom is the merch. Big up on yourself. Shella and Kenny's merch. Yeah, people. What's popping? What's up? What's up? Journey with Kevin is live. Come on in, Drizzy. Welcome, Shalom. Chevanese, welcome, Antaya. Welcome. Respect. Thank you for being here. How was today's video? Did y'all love today's video? Yeah, man, I'm get to a minute of fame on a 30-second of fame. I could have was You know, Uncle Kevin, man of his word, father figure. You know the thing go. So I gotta do something, I gotta do it. So told you all I was gonna do the video. So people need to realize say everyone no loyal. And the fact say when always I give me the good feedback and the bad feedback, I wanted to let everybody know, because it's good to let people know that you have real supporters in your corner, because sometimes people tend to take things for granted. You're the road queen. Hey Sashi Wagwan. Do road, I say if I tell her I stay. I don't like me for do road, me not get no clearance yet. But you know me have things to take care of, so I made the man in my house, so family need things, I have to run out and do things to the family. I'm not 100 yet, still have on my stuff. But the healing are going good. So far the healing are going good, so me nah complain. Like Taya Bobo, you're there, man, you hear your name. Me nah to complain, me just go and take on and do it in smalls. Nothing too fast, no rush kind of vibes, you see me? Yeah, so me have to do because you know baby soon forward and ting. And me want get some stuff out of the way, because I don't want to always have to be depending on people, putting people out of them way if I do things me and way. So you know the thing go, I have to man up to it. Not 100% yet, but shub. Still I go and do so. Period. So people, I did a video today and my supporters, my subscribers, a lot of them have been giving me some good feedbacks. So I had to put them out there, make them see themselves, or them look on camera and all these things and on Kevin live. Give them look like the fame. Me alone can't take the fame for myself, I have to give them some. Thank you all for sending me your blurbs. Anyone who wants to give me their feedback, she in the room, she soon pass through. Trust me, she not gonna make me out to your live and she not come out. So persons who wanna give their feedback and you want it to be known, just send me the blurb, whatever you wanna say to me about my channel or about my journey. Just send me a video, send me a picture of you, send me a blurb. If it's a question that you wanna ask the question. If anyone wants to call in tonight is an open section. I'm going to be here for an hour. It's an open section and we are going to talk about suicide. Tonight's topic, we'll be talking about suicide. So if there is anyone who wants to call in, I'm going to type the number right now. It's a WhatsApp number. Anyone who wants to call in, talk about suicide, let's just run it right about now. From last week, I was supposed to have done this topic, but because I was taking care of a bunch of things and I wasn't well enough, I did not want to touch a topic at that time. So now I'm feeling like this is the time. Go bathroom, go fix your body. Why? I'm just fixing the thing. And I'm not serious. Something was just falling out because me use extra stuff to what they call for cushion it, so that they're too close to my chest. Like just the it's kind of rough, like hard. The surface is hard, so I just use it to cushion, so that it's not jellyfish today. People merch me have on. It's another YouTuber merch me have on. Kenny and Shella merch. So it's just like me just use the gauze to cushion it. No. The wounds are all closed, so nothing not there for to worry about. Leave me alone, Chevron. He's a man I look. I'm not single. My baby Drizzy. Wait till Kaya hear you. Terika Garvey, you're here. Thank you for being here. Let me just shout out everybody who's here. Tonight's topic is suicide, and it's a very touchy topic. So if you need a glass of rum, draw for your rum. If you need a cigarette, if you need a spliff, whatever you need, draw for it. Because tonight's topic is sticky. So brace yourself. She's soon forward, man. Don't worry, she's soon forward. Cooley, thank you for being here. Alcan James, jellyfish. Ha ha ha. No, jellyfish tonight. Me graduate from that. Parakeets, me I go ask you to please stop in eyes. Because I know me I will not do the live tonight, yeah. So not going to be quiet. They love attention, you see. Jesus, them bird here. So, like I said in my graduation video, I have done training in suicide prevention and suicide assistant. I have my qualification. So I will be touching the topic of suicide. What is suicide? Kevin's definition of suicide. How did the teacher? Bless up. Thank you for being here. Kevin's definition of suicide is when a person or anyone feels like they want to end their life in whatever way or form. A lot of persons go through with it and some don't. One of the things I understand about suicide through the training that I've received is that 90% or 9 out of every 10 persons who have thought about suicide doesn't actually want to end their life. The thought has crossed their mind because life has become overwhelming and they feel like they cannot carry on anymore. 9 out of the 10 persons who consider it or thought about it normally seek help, and 9 out of the 10 persons get the help that they need and they reroute and get back to normal life. People, suicide is real. It happens every day. On the news, they don't speak about it. Suicide death is one of the least accounted for death in the world. They don't account for it. Every day somebody has committed suicide somewhere in the world, but the news will not bring it forward because they don't see it as a crime per se. However, some countries charge people for attempt suicide. So if you attempt to end your life and they can prove that it happened, you can be charged. Some people, they send them to like something like rehab, but they call it some facilities that they can send them to get the help that they need, counseling and stuff. And some persons, they send them to the doctor so they can be medicated. And some persons have to do some jail time depending on what method they used. Depression is one of the things that lead to suicide, and a lot of persons might know there are different definitions to depression. There are different types of depression. You can be bipolar and it makes you depressed. You can be schizophrenic and it makes you depressed. You can have you could be narcissistic. You could just have nothing. You could just have an accident and you have PTSD, post-traumatic disorder, and you can have that because of the accident, and you have not lived. You have not, your body has not synced or come to terms with what happened, so you fall into depression. You can be broke financially. You used to have a posh life. You used to be able to take care of yourself and your family, and all of a sudden life took a turn and you're not able to do that, so you become depressed. Transitioning. Me need a glass of Moscato. Whatever glass you need, my love, you need to take it. Depression happens in different ways. Persons, sometimes the job that you do. Jordan Phillips can't stay too long, showing some love. Big up yourself and thank you for being here. Respect, you can always go back and finish it another day because it will be posted. I had to leave the live, but I'm back now. Alright, respect. So people get depressed for many different reasons. Transitioning is another reason to be depressed. And transitioning in this case doesn't mean your identity where you're transitioning from a male to a female or a female to a male. Transitioning can be leaving one country and moving to a next. Relocation. Because when I left Jamaica and came to Canada, it took a while for things to sink in. I had a very posh life back home, working as a police, have my side hustle, have a bag of gyal, do what I want, do live my life, drive my cars, move from one point to the next. Coming to Canada with no source of income, no friends, no family, starting over, nowhere to live, end up in a shelter because I was living in a hotel and it became very expensive after a time. The money I came with was running low, so I had to go into a shelter. And I'm like, okay, this was getting to me. Depression comes in many forms. Just a few of the examples. I had a good life. I was never living hand to mouth, and coming here had to start over with no job, nothing, waiting on the government to give me some money so I can do this and I can move on. You understand? It was rough. Not everyone can deal with depression, and that is why there are different agencies out there. There are people like Kevin who you can text at 4 a.m. in the morning, who is not sleeping, who will respond to you. In Canada, there are help hotlines that you can text, and there will be people responding to you and keeping you company and talk to you. Jamaica should have had some of those systems too. In every country, there should be some systems in place that can assist people who are feeling depressed or suicidal. If it's even to call 119 or 991 whatever the number be in our country, there are systems in place to help different people. Not everyone can deal with depression, yes, but depression is real. Remember, no man is an island, no man stands alone. So whatever it is that is depressing you or making you feel depressed, you can talk about it, and talking about it can help to lessen it. Alright, I must say something on my blog, and I hope that Shay don't come out here, because if she come out here, I have to explain to her. Oh, we're the first she hear this. I was talking with a client this morning. Sorry, I fixed up myself. I was talking with a client this morning, and I was led to do some personal disclosure on the topic or on myself. A client called me this morning, and we were talking, well, text and WhatsApp voice note, and the person was feeling depressed. I had to open up to the person and tell the person things that I have never told anyone before. I must say it on my blog right now, because there's no shame in my game. As a motivational speaker, sometimes you have to think outside of the box, because your story can help somebody. And I know, being a blogger right now, my life and my story has been touching people in many places, right? So the fact that depression comes in many shape and form. There was a time when my relationship, like a lot of people never understand how I got my daughter. I was physically married to a man because that was what society wanted. That was what my family wanted. Me to be in a relationship with a man, to feel like I am somebody or I'm a part of society. Guys, remember when you come on the live stream to give the live a thumbs up. People would not understand all these days that I was not attracted to men. I never liked men like that. I never had feelings for men. But at the same time, society thinks that a man to a woman is the way to be. And if you're not doing that, then you're not doing it the correct way. So then I just played the role that they wanted me to play and live the life that society wanted me to live. And a lot of person, hi Lindsay, thank you for being here. Remember to subscribe, stay subscribed. When I come off the live, I will find all the new persons and I will subscribe back to their channel from my backup account. So just stay connected. Remember, if you're here for the first time and you have a channel, just comment on one of my videos, not on the live itself. When you're done, comment on another video after you subscribe. Just let me know that I'm here to show some love. Once you use those words, I'll come back and I'll find you and I'll subscribe to you with my backup channel. So when I was younger, growing up, I had a lot of stress and struggles and issues because I'm trying to live the life that society wanted me to live, even though that wasn't who I am. There was a time when it got so overwhelming when I wanted to end my life. I'm going to say this now on public media. My family doesn't even know this because I never tell them about it, because they're so spirited and holy, ghost-filled and Christian-like, and They have certain morals, and they're always somewhat perfect to themselves and the people around them, that they don't even understand that I was hurting so much. Every day I get up and I have to live the girl life that they want. Yeah, girl, stop act like your boy. Do this, do that. And you know what I mean? It was very frustrating to the point where I wanted to end my life. Being raped several times, and nobody in my family really knows. After it happened the first time, I was shut down. And I'm like, then if the first person who I tried to open up to shut me down, why am I gonna talk again? You know, they killed my self-esteem then, so I was just going through the motion. I was very I was much like a tomboy, as a lot of people would say. And you know, as tomboy, you're gonna find yourself with boys all the time. And these guys and these men and these boys, they see it as an opportunity. One little girl running around with them, so everybody had their take on me, different turns, different times. Today is this person, tomorrow is that person. I lived a life of a lot of sexual abuse. But to me, I wanted to fit in. So if this is all I have to do to give them what they want so they can have me running around with them so I can fit in, then what am I gonna do? If my family is not accepting me and the few friends I have are taking me for a sex toy or a sex mule, then I'm gonna have to choose somewhere. I'm gonna have to pick a side. Is it I'm gonna pick the side to be with my family who treats me like an outcast unintentionally, or I'm gonna stay with the people who are abusing me who make me feel loved? So I choose to be with the abusers in order to feel love, because love was what I was lacking. Let me get to where I'm getting. After I was raped continuously, sexually, I wouldn't say raped, sexually molested, because even though it was by force, I somewhat would have given to it after a few times because it became the norm. Not talking about the 7 times that I was raped, because those were different instances. That's why the caption had said, even though rape, sexual assaulted 7 times, blah blah blah, there was more that I never accounted for. Right? It reached to a case where it became unbearable. One day I decided that this is it. I can't take it anymore. And I was playing this. I think it's a Whitney Houston. Where say, I'm stronger now. I'm not the foolish girl you used to know. That song, then I should know, whatever, whatever. That song kept playing in my mind, playing in my mind repeatedly, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I went and I was on my way to church, and I decided I'm not gonna go to church. I just block out everything, and I'm like, this is it. I climbed up on the river railing. Them have some iron railing at the riverside on one place them Minor. It's a place in Sanguinetti, Clarendon, place them Minor. Yeah, and I was on my way to church at Dyksville, and I climbed up on the place, and I decided that this is it. This man, a madman, them call him Rascobach. I don't know if anybody will watch a video know Rascobach. He's kind of mentally challenged, somebody who not really have a steady meds with you. Because even the kids in the community, they used to run when they see him coming. That's how fearful everyone was of him. And I climb up on the riverbed, and I hear the man come to me and say, "Oi, what you do this so? Little girl, come down after this. So you're not afraid to drop off and dead. We had what this so, come down man, come down." And in my head I was like, if a madman can tell me if he come down after this, so like what am I doing here? And I came down and I prayed and I went to church, and I was just in church crying. Nobody had no idea what was going on. Right through the church service me about, and them straight to the spirit that talked to me. Them wouldn't know what me just got through. And for weeks I just couldn't eat. I couldn't like come to terms what really happened or why it never happened. And then I started to look on life differently, and I started to appreciate life more. I started to love me more. And this is where I'm getting at. Sometimes when we don't love ourselves, then we try to find love in other people. And other people will use us and abuse us. I'm going to repeat this. People, love yourself. If a one eye you have, love your one eye. If your mouth big, love your big mouth. Because God made you the way He made you. If you're a transgender, love yourself the way you are. 99 people might not love you, but there's going to be 1 or 2 persons to love you the way you are. Live for you. You understand? Because if I had ended my life, a lot of you would not get a chance to meet me. A lot of you would not get a chance to be encouraged. And that is why I say, as a motivational speaker, this life was chosen for me. I never chose this life. And people just have to accept me. If they don't accept me, tolerate me. If they don't want to tolerate me, see me and don't see me. Like I said to somebody in a voice note yesterday, this is where I'm at in my life. You don't want to accept me, your choice. I would love if you respect me. If you don't want to respect me, again, your choice. Jarena Edwards, a name that look familiar. Thank you for being here. Yes, my dear, may I try to get better as I go through. I'm trying to get better, giving thanks for life. People don't have to accept you for who you are. I spoke to one of my cousins last night and I sent her a voice note. I said, I'm at this place in my life where you don't want to accept me, it's up to you. You don't want to respect me, it's up to you. You have to tolerate me. Because if you don't tolerate me, we're always going to be at war, and I don't need that. If I'm in the road, or I'm walking down the road, or I'm driving down the road, you take your side of the road and give me my side, because people drive on this side and people drive on this side. That's why the road have two sides and have three. So there's no way you're going to stand in the middle. You either stand to the left, stand to the right, or you drive past me and me drive past you. But how dare you? Don't ever stand in my way, because I will run you over. Period. You have your lane, me have my lane. If you're coming in my lane, stand up in my lane, it go either be a head-on collision or I'm going to run you over. People have pick them battles. I'm not here to explain why I'm the way I am. I'm done with that. I tell people I'm done with that. You don't want to learn, that's your business. You don't want to support me, it's your choice. I am where I'm at because this is where I'm supposed to be. And I'm striving for greatness. I'm trying to get better in life and get higher in life and help people as I go along. Suicide is real. I tried it before, and for some reason a madman taught me out of it. And this is why I give my time to people when they're at their lowest and they feel like this is it. If a person message you and say they need your help, they feel like they're at their last straw, don't take it lightly. Do not take it lightly. There is somebody else who's on my channel right now who I talked out of suicide a few weeks ago. Thank you for reaching out to me. Thank you for letting me in your... Share the people in the ask you. Come say hi.
Can I eat your food?
No. Hear the question here. Hear the question here. Can I eat your dinner? Why would you want to eat my dinner for my one?
Why do you eat my yogurt and drink your ginger ale?
Share, let me talk about my conversation. I know your time.
Can I eat it up?
Me and your baby, no. No, Shay, do not eat my food, go and eat yours. So people, when you hear somebody reach out to you and say they need somebody to talk to, don't take it lightly. You might be the last straw for that person. Just be an ear. Just give the person an ear. Just listen. Just say what's going on, what's bothering you right now. Talk to me, I'm here for you. Sometimes just having somebody to talk to, even if you can't give advice, you don't have to be a trained counselor like Kevin. But just being an ear to the person can say, boy, this is this and this is that. Shay, turn on the lights. And if the person can just be there for you for at least 5 minutes, it can talk you out of it. A lot can happen. A lot can change. So people, don't take things lightly. Alright, I know a few persons on here would have had close calls with death, close calls with suicide. Some person just mentioned that his brother committed suicide, so we know that it is real. A lot of people are affected by it. One of the things that people don't understand, when a person commits suicide, the family often says to themselves, why would he do that, or why would she do that? What does she expect us to do? How are we supposed to process this? We don't understand, where were you when the person was going through what they were going through? You have to look for the signs. Signs of suicide are signs when a person are contemplating suicide. Some persons become withdrawn. Some persons become isolated. You have to check in on those persons. If a person used to talk to you 5 times a week, and 2 weeks pass and you don't hear from that person, check in with the person. I'm imploring all my viewers right now, check in with that person. If you talk to a person today and them say, I'm going to be MIA for a week because I have some things to deal with, give the person them space. But if you don't hear from the person in a 1 week, check in. And even while the person is off on that 1 week, check in. My people them who campaign with me can tell you, if a week passes, I'm going to hear from any of them. Me not them DM. Hey, what's up? Just checking in with you. Uncle Kevin here. Hope all is okay. If you're not doing well, you know where to find me. Checking with people. You have some family member where you do some job, some police, some soldier, some security. Checking with them. The things that they see on a daily basis sometimes mess up their mind. Why you think a lot of insurance company charge police so much money in Jamaica for their insurance? Because they know when they become ill or when they retire, when they resign, they have a lot that the company has to pay on them or spend on them. Because the things that happen on duty sometimes take a toll on your mind. A lot of times when shootings happen and as a police on duty, we have to go for counseling. We have to go to see the chaplain. When you're in any form of frontline shooting or duty or whatever, you have to go and see the chaplain so they can talk to you to check your mental state. What you think a lot of times you see some police out there do some things and people say, yo, him a going like him no normal, or what do them police here? A lot of them, they're hurting. They've seen so many things happen in the tour of duty that them become like a walking zombie and don't even know it. Some of them get caught up in the wrong things. Because habit is a cable. You weed a thread of it every day, and soon it becomes so strong that you cannot break it. You tell one lie today, you tell two tomorrow, three the next day, 5, 10, 15, until you become a professional liar. You thief one sweetie today, tomorrow you thief something else, the next day something, until you become a robber. Break the cycle before it becomes unbreakable. If you cheat on your girlfriend once, she forgive you. You cheat on her twice, she forgive you. You, as the man or the woman, you have to break it before it breaks the relationship. 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, after 3 and 4 time, it gone bad, you know. That are not cheating anymore. A relationship, no a side chick you have out there. Habits can be broken. Suicidal thoughts can be interrupted. For me, I just did my surgery. A lot of times I get anxious because I'm still trying to process all that happened. I just don't think negative. I think positive. I remind myself why I did this. I remind myself why I'm on this journey. What is my reason for doing it? And then I look on the bright side. This is how you can deal with depression. You were in an accident. You broke a leg. Knock on board, knock on table. You broke a leg. You're going through the recovery and you're feeling stressed out. Guys, I still read the comments because I don't want to lose my chain of thought. You're going through recovery and you're feeling stressed out. You start have flashbacks of the accident. Look on the bright side. God, me glad me never did. 1 foot no me broke, me still have 1 left. Me I go get better, me I go walk again. Look on the bright side. Statistics have proven that people who speak to some supreme being or people who believe that there's a God or they speak to the universe, their healing mechanism acts better than people who don't believe in any faith. In Canada, when people are gonna die, they would have a chaplain person come to your bedside and pray with you. If you're HIV positive, when you get to the last stage and the doctor say, okay, you have a week or a month to go or a year left, the chaplain say come and pray with you. If you're a Christian, they ask you if you want a pastor or a priest. They ask you who you want and they send somebody to come and pray with you because they know that you're close to dying. If you believe in a God or something somewhere, pray for yourself. When you feel depressed and the spirit said to yourself, take all of their medication there, drink the bottle of sitting there. Say to yourself, say, but you know what, I don't have to do that. Look on the bright side. The man there over there so don't have no foot. And he walk around on him hands. And he's not committing suicide. I have 2 feet and 2 hands. I have a job. I have a child. I have kids. When I end my life, what's going to happen to them? Think about somebody else. Take your mind off of you for the moment. And just distract yourself from the thoughts. You know, a man who is going to rob a bank, even though just get up and run down at the bank and don't even know which bank he might go. He thinks about it before him say, alright, may I go TD bank. What time the bank close? 5 o'clock. May I go down there tomorrow and see how much staff are work so me can have an idea how to plan it through. They plan it. So a person who's going to commit suicide 8 out of 10 times, they think it through how it's going to happen before it happens. So what I'm saying to you, 9 out of 10 people who think about the suicide don't go through with it. So I'm going to ask the next 1% who will listen to my voice, or if you're in the 9 out of the 10, when the thought of suicide comes, try to replace that thought with something positive. When the thought of depression comes upon you, try to replace that thought with something positive. Alright. A cat talked to me the other day. She stressed out because she don't have no money to feed her kids them. And I said to her, like, what can you do? What kind of work can you do? What can you sell something? If I should invest in you and send you some money, it's hard for me to take up $100 and send somebody every time they beg. I'm an investor. I will invest in you. You wanna sell some phone card? I can send you 100 Canadian dollars. You buy $10,000 worth of phone card and sell them. When the $10,000 phone card they turn over, you make $12 or $13,000. You buy another 10,000 worth of phone card, you get 3,000 for yourself. Me not take back my profit yet. You buy another set of phone card, you make again. What I would say to this person, or what I have said to the person, if I send you $100 to buy some phone card, can I have back my $100 in 6 months' time and the business belongs to you? 10 of them say yes. And get me $100 for the first month, me maybe get a $500, $1,000. Like me, they give them a bank account. And I say, put $1,000 in my bank account every week or every month. We get 4,000 out of them, and the next 6 minutes you from them block me. Alright, you scam me, that's alright. You can't call me back again when you need money. Because I have to work to get what I want. So if every month I have a different beggar, it's hard. This month alone, I sacrificed and I gave away almost 400 Canadian dollars. I'm not working. Nobody knows how I deal from day to day. I haven't worked since March. But all my bills are paid, thanks be to God, because I'm a good saver. When I'm working, I work my ass off. I work 2 jobs and 3 jobs and I save. I have not worked since March and all my bills are paid. Thanks be to God. You understand? My surgery, every expense to my surgery paid for. People, you have to plan ahead of time. You know the Jamaica and life hard. Stop buy up them whole expensive shoes there for what? For look good on social media? Kevin not buying Kevin is a shoe whore. I'm a hoarder of shoes. If you check my closet, one day me go do a blog on my shoes, like gonna say my shoe collection. When me buy shoes, me buy 6 because I can afford it. One night at my job can buy me expensive shoes. One night. So if every month I buy 2 shoes, don't worry about that. I work for it. But if you just work one little regular salary, you're working a little regular salary of $5,000 a week, and you are gonna save up for buy Timberland and Nike and Jordan and all them something there for $3,000 and $10,000 and $15,000, and then you not have no money for go work for the rest of the week. Why you do it, Nico? Why you do it? Me have to say Nico, cause Nico mash up everybody's life. Why you do it? No put your hat where you can't reach it. Me wear cheap clothes now. Urban Planet supposed to tired for see me. Stitches supposed to tired for see me. When me go Stitches, me I buy a 6 shirt and all them things there. Nobody knows say $10 for my shirt or $15. But Jamaican people don't want to wear 10,000 a shirt for what? The Chinese man now walk around a 2,000 and 500 a shirt and you kill yourself for wear a 20,000 a shirt. Why? Why you doing it to yourself? And then when you become depressed because you're broke and you can't pay your bills them, you call over foreign and say beg you $50 and beg you $100. And if the people over foreign no give you cuss them out and you block them because them they on social media. Listen, not for we where you see a Canada thrift store we go shop. When me just come a foreign Salvation Army tired for see me. Value Village tired for see me. I wear and left me used to go buy. Once me have so nice clothes out there sometime. I wear and left me buy and put it in the laundry and wash it over. I don't have to do that anymore because my priorities are different. But I've been there. So if you save your money and prioritize and save for rainy day, the struggle's not half so hard. You understand? The struggle's not half so hard. You buy 3 pair of shoes and a 1 pair of foot God give. What you do with 3 pair? Now put your hat where you can't reach it. The Brazilian ear will not put on. For them 10,000 and them Malaysia. But the Malaysian ear them are something. And your picnic can't afford to go to school. People prioritize differently. When I was in Jamaica and I never had a stable job, I had to hustle. There was a time when I almost became a prostitute. I was gay. I was a lesbian as hell. But I had to do what I had to do to put food on my table. So, you want to judge me? Go ahead. You want to throw stones at me? Go ahead. I used to sell my body in a way where it was discreet. It was a business. Let me explain to you. I had 3 clients. 3 male clients. Like, my wife has never heard this. My daughter's never heard it. Everybody have to do them have to do for going to life. I'm saying this because the lady who messaged me, she said she asked a man for your money. And the man said to her, say, I can give it to you, but you have to work for it. She got tell me, say she not sell her body. Goody, keep your body, because Kevin was selling money can give you again. I've done it twice before, it now got me again. I take my hard-earned money and send it 2 times already. I want a man done they want to spend 20 minutes with you, figure 5,000 and you don't want to take it. You know how long me have to work to get $50? $50 over here is like 2.5 hours, sometimes 3 hours job. And if me I go take 3 hour pay send come give you, and you can make that in a 20 minutes, goodie. Why you so wicked to Kevin? Don't rob me my baby buckle feed now and pampers. I'm a preach right here and who no like it, them have to go understand. Sometimes uno have to use uno discretion. Buy one little Chinese earpiece and drop it in your head side or go cane your ear and look good. God make you natural here. Where you put on the horse here them for? Live within your means. These are things that contribute to suicide. You're gonna message me and tell me, so right now you feel like you give up because you can't afford this and you can't afford for that. Why you have 4 and 5 and 6 kids? When you have the first one, you never know so life hard. Yes, you go have a second and a third one. I'm not judging anybody. Sometimes an accident, some people were raped, some people were forced, some people honey and couldn't afford one condom and then bust a one piece and breed. Whatever your situation is, I am not here to judge you. What I'm saying to you is think positive and make the best use of your situation. Say you were raped and you got pregnant. Don't kill your pitney. The pitney never do you nothing. Carry the child and learn to live and love that child, because your mistake or the mistake of somebody else should not determine the child's fate. When you look on that child, you're going to love that pitney there because it don't happen already. So the thing said, we cannot change the past, but we can live with the past and make a better future out of it. Yes, it has gotten to a point where I wasn't able to provide for my family. I had a girlfriend. I was living with my girlfriend. I had my baby because me and the father split up because the moment me just couldn't bother. I said, listen, I never really want a man. I just do want a baby. I know that me have my baby, I really need you. So boom bang, I jump out and shove out. Living with a woman and being the man in that relationship in Jamaica, the man at the head of the house. So you have to fend for your family. Me, after depend on a down low, I sell my body. Yeah, I'm going to say, me depend on a down low, I sell my body to my 2.5 clients for make money for pay my rent and buy grocery. Did my girlfriend know what I was doing? No. There was one point in time when I couldn't hide it anymore and I had to tell her, I'm like, listen, this is how I put food on our table. You want to be with me? You might have got to do it too, because then you can't eat some of the weight off them, because it's not something that I enjoy. I really don't enjoy being with men. But it's a business. It's a job. A lot of people do the work, so them are police. They don't like being a police, but the money good. Where you think some of them out there, them say them have thief in a police clothes or criminals in a police uniform because of the money. It's a job. There was a man acting in the show of Royal Palm Estate in Jamaica. He says he's a pastor man in real life or something like that. But in the character of the show, he curse bad word. And people come down on him and he says, it's my job. If I have to swear for the job, then I'm going to do it because he put food on my table. You have to pick your battles. You don't like police, but one policeman like you and he can spend some money on you. Do what you have to do. If you're happy, be honest and say, you know, I don't really like police, but I like the way you take care of me, so I go steal you. Tell him. Let people know what they're getting themselves into. If you're going to use somebody, make the person know that they're being used. That's what I'm saying, period. You're going to sell your body for money, make the man know. So listen, I'm not like man, but I need money and you have it. So I'm going to take the body and get the money, period. Be straight. Be blank. Talk the things them. You know, it makes sense. You're going to go on over there and make the man feel say you're all in love and all these things, when nothing like that now go on. Don't do it. Because that's how the man them end up killing you. When they must spend their money on all these years, only to find out 2 years later you come out as a lesbian and make the man feel like, say, what? Tell him from day one, if him not want to move on to an next client and go find somebody so can do it better. It's just life. I'm straightforward like that. So I'll want to share the video and say whatever and make people judge me. I don't care. My past is my past. I don't live there anymore. So yes, I had rent to pay and me a family feed and pitney for mine, and me couldn't make the pitney father know say this a go on and that a go on. There was a time when I had to do what I had to do. You can't judge me for my past. I don't live there anymore. I never thief. I never hold on nobody at gunpoint. There were men who liked me because they just thought that I was sexy. They never cared that I was a lesbian. Because at the end of the day, to them, I still have a vagina. So once it did it, it did it. Hi, Melissa. Thank you for being here. Just shout out some people. I know I missed a lot of the comments. Me shout out as far as me go along. Bembo, me shout you already. Alright. Big up yourself for your husband over there. So, clean self, cool. Let me see you. Ty, I see you. Jordan, see already. Alright. Drizzy, me I look good in a today. Me look good in a today video. Judy, where you not going? Drizzy, where you not going? But you look good today. Alright, Lindsay, thank you for being here. Ketura, Depression is real. Alright, sure, chat about. Like up the people, like the live. Like the live. Once you come in, like the live. I'm trying to acknowledge everybody right now. Alright. Chevanese. Me did stress when me migrate because I had no job. Yep, depression is real. Stress comes in different way. Frey, thank you for being here, T Frey. Skeeter, what's up, Wagwan? I'm speaking about the topic of depression for those who are just joining in, and the topic of suicide. Both of them come in hand, so just bear with me. Yes, I had to do what I had to do. Drizzy, my condolences. Remember, we spoke about this already. I'm still have your back. So the fact that you have this experience, you lost somebody to suicide, you know you're a living testimony. Suicide is real. We have to look out for each other before it get there. Kiki, thank you for being here. RJ, we know the thing said, man up with thing, and we do what we have to do and move on. We bounce back. Alright, Jareen, I'm going to shout you out already. Shout out Kiki already. Let me see if I'm missing anybody. Babes, can I get a water, please? Hey, RJ's son, Monsieur. Big up yourself. Jehil. I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. Jehil Newsome. Thank you for being here. Alright, Jackie, Monsieur. Respect. Enough love. Kev, because Fax Kev, because I wish somebody could have taught my brother of it. Exactly. If somebody talking about it, you know things are different right now. It won't could have a steady meds and I go and drink a one beer. You know what I'm saying? And I know he would have reached out to somebody, but the person never take it serious. Chevanese, as you say, sometimes you think you can trust a person, but when you talk, them go talk your business. This is it. This is how I deal with it. If there are 10 people in your corner, there must be 2 you can trust. Don't tell the 10 of them. Because if you tell the 10 of them, then you have to worry what the next 8 do with it. Try 2 first and see how the 2 respond. You can know the people them who trustworthy, you know. And it's okay if them go out tell people like, what you gonna do? You gonna stress over it, move on and tell somebody this. Because if me want help, I'm go to one doctor, I'm in a feel same help me good enough, I'm going to a next one because what? I need help. Me go to a next doctor and I don't like his opinion. Me I move to a next one because the bottom line is I need help. You tell one friend then go over this one, then tell the world that's okay. Use it as an example. Tell somebody else because the bottom line is you need help. Don't let because the person tells somebody else and your story upon the road, you still not get the help. The problem doesn't change. You still need help. Guys, we have to look upon life differently. You need help. If you need help, forget to that person to tell everybody. Move on. Look somebody else. We're not going to tell nobody. If you have 10 friends around you, at least 2 of them must be trustworthy or you don't need them. Cut your circle. Remove them from your life. You cannot have 10 people around you can't trust 2. Find the 2 where you can trust. Sometimes your friends are not people you see every day. Sometimes your friends are not people you talk to every day. Sometimes the strangers from miles away are the ones you can trust. Figure out your circle. Figure out your network. If you have 10 people around you, you can't trust them. Realize everyone ain't loyal. So if there are 10 people around you and only 2 loyal, you can keep the 10, but talk to the loyal 2. I said something in my video a week ago. I'm not going to remove all the enemies out of my life because Psalm 23 says he's going to anoint me in the presence of my enemy and he will prepare a table for me. So if me not have no enemy, me not going to get the food that God have to give me. So now have to pick your battles. When you get rid of all your enemies, them, how God are going to anoint you and prepare one table for you and you not have no enemy? At the same Bible, so the wheat and the tear have to grow together till the day of harvest. So who is the farmer? Who are going to reap the flock and harvest with? Make the enemy them stay, just know them and keep them at a distance. My cousin committed suicide too. Talk truth, we pocket bun we. Yep, pocket bun we because them make police insurance more expensive because them say the job is risky. And even with car insurance sometimes more expensive because them say people tend to have accident more. Even right now in Canada, I changed my gender to male. And I had to pay more money on my insurance because them say man crash more than a woman and man drive more reckless and all them bag of something. The stereotype beliefs, I get it. But the bottom line is a lot of things contribute to depression and a lot of things contribute to people committing suicide. Statistics have proven 9 out of 10 people who contemplate or thought about suicide don't go through with it. When a person reach out to you for help, it means they really don't want to end their life. They really don't want to do it, but if based on the circumstances, they feel like this is the only solution. Alright. Now talk about the cheating. Alright, me not talk about the cheating, me I leave it for another day. So like me say, anybody who are gonna do it, them think about it first. So if you can interrupt that person while they thought about it, while they're thinking about it, or when them even start the act, you can intercept them and make it go through. Like me say, people try and live within a means as much as uno can, alright? If me they are foreigner, me can wear $10 clothes, uno can wear cheap clothes at Jamaica too. Kevin, you need Jesus. Hey girl, you look way man. Me go left Drizzy to you now. But at the end of the day, I'm speaking facts and I'm speaking reality because people don't. Not every blogger gonna take the time out to touch certain topics because you need certain form of qualification to touch on certain topics. I just did the course in suicide prevention. So like I said, some of the signs of a person who's gonna commit suicide, they become withdrawn, they become isolated. Some people drink more, some people smoke more, some people never used to do any of the above and now they're doing it. When you see these signs, try to interrupt. If you're having a conversation with somebody and the person say, I'm gonna put an end to it, I am the problem, these are red flags. Nobody loves me. Nobody cares. He doesn't love me. She doesn't love me. So if he doesn't love me, what's the point in living? If I can't be with you, I don't want to be alive. These are red flags. If you're in a relationship with somebody and the relationship is not working out, and you hear the people them start using words like this, back up. That person is slowly sending you the hints. If you're about to break up with somebody and you hear the person say them will kill themselves, change your mind about a breakup. Breakup can't keep. Postpone that breakup there because you're gonna live with the regrets. If that person commits suicide, you will never be the same. For the rest of your life, you'll be miserable, wondering if. I wonder if. I wish. You don't want that on your case. You don't want that on your what do you say? On your record up heaven. You don't want that one on your record up heaven. So people, you're dealing with somebody who's depressed, maybe bipolar, maybe narcissistic. You have to choose when to walk away and when to hide and when to run. Breakup is never easy, especially when you love somebody. But if you feel like it's not what you can do, get help. Get help to break up with the person or break up on good terms. If a person makes you their entire world, and this is why I told my fiance when we got back together, Tasha likes to put me first. And she worships the ground I walk on. She adores me, put it that way. And I said to her, listen, I want you to be your own individual person. Don't feel like I'm your superior and you're an inferior to me. Like if I say jump, you have to say, oh, hi. No. You know, work that way did in my book. I don't want that kind of relationship. I want you to be your own independent person. You feel like you don't want to go somewhere with me today? Speak. You feel like you don't want to cook today? Speak. Don't feel like because you're the female in the relationship, you're bound to be in the kitchen 7 days a week. No. But I expect you to be there at least 5, you know what I mean? For the other 2, I'll take it. If I don't want to be in the kitchen, then I'll buy dinner. Or you buy dinner or something. But because you play the female role in the relationship, we're not living like the Jamaican heterosexual people them way a woman for wash, cook and clean because of them duty. No, that's how the thing go. Me wash, cook and clean too when me in the mood. But at the end of the day, the point I'm trying to make is that when people in relationship and they try to put certain things on people, it might not work for the other person. And you don't want the person to feel like they're in a cage. So when a person makes you their entire world, I get up in the morning, I make sure he knows where I'm at, what I'm doing, 10 times to the day we communicate or whatever, that person makes you their world. Breaking up with somebody like that, you're crazy? Are you the mad one? You can't do that because you're taking away their everything. It's like the last bottle of water the person have, which is you. And you decide if you take away the water, then where is the survival after you leave? Survival is not going to be easy after you leave, so you have to choose. If the relationship is not working out for you, why is it not working out for you? I spoke about cheating and why people break up. If a person cheats, there are 3 things. There are 3 factors that contribute to cheating. Something is wrong with the person. Doesn't mean mentally, physically. Something is wrong. Maybe the person is not satisfied. Something is wrong with you. Maybe you're not satisfied. Maybe you're not in love. Just an example. Or something is wrong with the relationship. Why do people break up? 3 same thing. One person fall out of love. One person don't feel like this is what they want anymore, and the other side, the other person can be the same thing. And the third solution, the relationship is not working out. Why? The Bible says for two to walk, they must agree. If you told them a relationship or no can't agree, that's not a relationship, a situationship, and stressful ship. I'm not telling our relationship is perfect, but we don't argue. My fiance can tell her, we don't argue, we never argue. If I say something and I feel like, because I'm the type of person who has a lot more experience than her with relationship and education or knowledge is concerned, not trying to put her down, but I say this to make a point. So I can look into myself and see where I go wrong. And I said, like the other day, I was on the phone with my friend, and Tasha said something to me, and I was like, are we fighting? And she's like, no. And I'm like, oh, because I don't do fights in our relationship. And she's like, no, baby, we're not fighting. Because I asked that because I want to make sure we're not. Because there was something she had to say to me, and she couldn't wait until the phone call finished. She came and she said to me the same time. And I'm like, that's not my style, right? Once I'm on the phone, then if you want to speak to me, you ask for a moment, and I pause the phone, and I'll come and talk to you. I don't want you to tell me what you have to tell me while my friend is on the phone, because I don't roll like that. I don't do that to you, so don't do it to me. And she was like, I'm sorry, baby. That's how we fix it. As easy as that. Other relationships, the man with that cuss, don't go on the phone, you know the manners, you don't have no respect, blah, 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 blah. And in the night, them sleep head and tail. Not in my cabinet. In our work that we there. Easy squeeze, mate, no riot. Sometimes the things that we make a mountain out of is just a little flat plain surface. It's a valley. Sometimes it's just a little valley, and we take it and we make a mountain out of it. And these things add to depression. These things add to suicide. Because you're in a relationship and you come home to the man every day. He's not making you happy. But at the end of the day, he's making it seem as if it's your fault. And then you internalize it every day to the point where you become a wall. And then there are persons who, after breakup, they don't feel like they can live. 7 years of being with the person, what am I going to do without him? What am I going to do without her? 15 years of being with this person, what am I going to do without him? What am I going to do without her? Simple. What has he or she been doing without you? While you are together, that person has been doing things without you. How could they do it without you so easy? And it doesn't bother their conscience. So why should it bother your conscience not being with them? They don't deserve you. Half of the times when you have to think to yourself and say, what am I going to do without them? It's simple. The person already do it without you. It might sound hard because it's coming from me. It might be hard. It might be really, really hard. But look on the bright side. If it was that good to stay together, you would not be questioning yourself, should we stay together? I remember when my longest Canadian relationship broke up. But they kind of take it hard. Hard not to the point where I wanted to commit suicide, no. Hard to the point where a lot was lost. A lot of time was invested. We started a business together. Of course, she had to tell people to say, fear business that ever me started. Not here to spill milk. Not here to waste time over spill milk. Spill milk can't it's of no use to me. But what I'm saying, when that relationship ended, I was looking at life differently. And I'm like, 3 years gone down the G, and you know what I could have accomplished in 3 years, blah, blah, blah. When I got a wake-up call, my daughter spoke to me and said, listen, I'm tired of you being sitting down, stressing out, crying every day. Every day you get up and cry over the person. If she did love you, she would be here, she would be here and not there. If she did love you, it would have worked out. Stop stressing yourself over it, because I'm tired of seeing you looking like this. My 13, she was about 11, 12. She was the one who talked sense into me. Just a simple conversation like that bring me back to reality. Like, why am I here? Why am I even worrying? Like, Kevin, get up. Don't you see that this is a blessing? In order to fly, you have to get rid of the weight that is holding you back. I'm going to say this again. Sometimes in some situationship, some relationship, and it is weighing you down, you may have to let it go in order to fly. Remember, ship sail upon sea, ship upon land. In order to fly, you have to go up in the air. And you can't go up with the weight. There are relationships right now that might be rocky. It doesn't mean you have to let it go. Value your relationship. If me love you and you love me, we can't let we are left for. We will let her go. But if it's a relationship that somebody has grown out of love, and somebody start going outside of the relationship and doing things outside of the relationship, then that love then is not what it's supposed to be. You understand? Things change, values change, people change. Some persons been together for 15 years and after 20, 30 years they want to break up. Why? Some people run out of love, and that is why I tell people try new things. Every day you get up and you cook curry chicken, and the same chicken you have, where you can steam it, you can brown stew it, you can bake it, you can fry it. The man like to go a party with him. You're a Christian, yeah, that's okay. Go a party and stand up, you don't have to sing. Go with him. If him a dance with him, you're a man. You think say God I go sing you because you got one party with your husband. Now him son of a married. So when him a go to church with you, you know feel say him a go against him lifestyle follow you go to church every Sunday. But him a go a party, you can't go with him. Alright, I'm a Christian, so that part I'm leave it to the Christian for this side. But I'm saying feed into each other's interests and hobbies. Him like sports, go watch a football match with him. Sit down and on your phone. While him watch a game, you're on your phone, but you're there. It shows that you support him. I'm not saying be on the phone because that's kind of disrespectful, but being there is a step. Maybe the next time when you go, you can put away the phone and watch. Who knows? Maybe you can video it. Feed into your partner's hobbies. Your partner like to read. One day he's reading. So what are you reading today? Take the book. Read the front. Read the back. Scan through it. Give an eye, give an ear to your partner's likes. I like to blog. You see, sometimes I drag Tasha to be on the live with me. There are other times I said to her, you don't have to be here if you don't want to. I know you're tired. I don't want you to be stressed out and feel like you have to do this. It shouldn't be a case where you're feeling forced to do it. Voluntarily do it. There are times when I'm running late and Tasha would come and start the live for me. I appreciate that. And then there are times when I said to her, you don't have to do it if you're feeling pressured, because then you have to be rushing to do it till you're pregnant. In relationship, you have to give and take. Don't make the person feel like, say, is it that I do, is it that the highway or the byway? It don't have to go so. Olden days something that, who write them book there? What do you think olden days people life, some of them so sad? A lot of them are not happy, a lot of them are sad because them just live by the book, and I don't know who write that book there. Me catch on some of the comments them. Wifey, my squaddy say hello. That was long ago, but my pastor I never see it. Stop by Brazilian here. Some of them have got on the night there in Brazilian here there. Them a live above their means, God know. And when they live among drunk girl, what do it? When they live among their means, they work out. Me not try to throw no stone pan nobody now. No, don't feel it, don't take what I'm saying the wrong way, please. I'm just trying to bring some reality to people. So do not take things the wrong way, alright? Just pick your battle and pick sense out of nonsense. Brazilian here, it look good. Because I see it for enough people. My woman know we're Brazilian here. I'm like that. I'm glad. More money in my pocket. But what I'm saying, if the time comes that she wants to wear Brazilian here, I'm going to buy it. Because every now and then you want to do something different. But you know what I mean? So you're going to Brazilian here for the whole complete year as one come out, one come in. Give yourself a break, man. Give your pocket a break. Shay, you don't know who Shay be, but she want to eat off my food. And because as she cook, that's why she even go on. So she go on like the fear of cooking taste better for nobody else. That's why she want to eat 3 times. Me dey foreign and me wear natural here. Exactly, natural braid cost $10. Switch it up, man. We're Brazilian this month and we're big plait next month and we're cane the next month and all them thing there. You have to switch it up. I'm very straightforward and that is why a lot of people love my channel because I'm not go around the bushes. Me not beat up around the bushes. Tomorrow night will be games night. Tonight conscious talk. You see me? Pick your struggle. You can't have all of them. You can't have all of them. When me did out there, nothing going for me. I have to do what I have to do. Alright, Renee, respect. Me have to do what I have to do to get to where I want to. And now that I'm getting better at it, I don't have to do the things I used to do and I'm not ashamed of my past. So, me pick my battle. Me go through my struggle and now me overcome for the most part of it. Still getting there, but me not have to sell my body again and do them something there again because life I get better at it. Fox, Kevin, Chev and Tyre. We Chev, we Tyre. I don't know them supposed to there. We Chev and Tyre. Them there, man. Remember, people, give the video a thumbs up. You're just coming into the live, give the live a thumbs up. Speaking about suicide, depression, and some of the things that attributes to it, some of the things that add up to people committing suicide and all them something there. Panic attack, how do you control it? I have panic attacks several times, several days. I The doctor at one point in time told me that when I had my car accident, the doctor told me I was suffering from mild anxiety. They gave me some meds and they told me I should not take it too much because my body will become dependent upon it. Shade himself, shut your mouth. How you open your mouth for?
I was chewing.
Then I say you chew with your mouth up now, I see?
Because it's cold, I just took this out of the fridge, so it was cold, I was hurting my teeth.
So what the doctor told me, if I can
Just buy peace.
if the doctor say I have to try to work around the medication, talk yourself out of it. Panic attack come in different ways. What is it that makes you panic? For me, I don't like sudden news, I don't like frightened news, and I don't like to be frightened. So if something happens and it's say somebody dead or somebody crashed and somebody me know, my heart speed up. It's like I feel this pounding feel in my heart. So what I do, I take deep breaths and I'm like, okay, deep breaths, you count 1 to 10, you take a deep breaths and you think about something positive. Distract yourself from whatever it is that's happening. Drinking water is very good. How I drink water, you'll never see me turn the buckle and me zoop, 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 like Tasha does. Zoop, 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 zoop.
Whatever.
No, I take sips. You take a sip, 20 seconds. You take another sip, almost 20 seconds. What this does, it slows down your heart rate. It slows down your breathing pattern. So you strategize your breathing to slow down the attack. If you're having a panic attack and oh my God, you're speeding it up. And if you have some little idiot around you where you panic too, it's gonna make it worse. So you have to educate the people in your circle. If I'm having a panic attack, talk me out of it. Every time I'm getting anxious, there are times you will see me on the live and my mouth push up like, and Shay's always imitating me because she knows when my anxiety is coming or when I'm getting anxious, I tend to like, or I just want to punch. Like if I'm at the club and I'm having some form of encounter with the guys who don't want to pay to get in, or they're harassing other security, and I'm getting really pissed and really spiked, then I start punching my hands. If I'm mad at anybody, I already tell my wife and I tell my daughter, if you see me start pushing up my mouth, distract me. Because if I get too high to the peak, I'm uncontrollable. If I'm at the club and guys are pissing me off like they're about to fight or they're arguing, because some people, they don't want to pay and they want to go the hard way, then I start doing this. And as soon as I start doing this, then I start walking around and then I'm getting spiked. If somebody doesn't distract me in the next minute, it's chaotic. Might be a death sentence. Might be somebody that come out in a body bag or somebody that come out in a hospital or a stretcher. So if you're having a panic attack, you can talk yourself out of it. The breathing is one of the things that happen first. Slow down your breathing. Distract yourself. Take a walk. Take a shower. Do not shower the washroom closed. If you feel like you're having a panic attack and you're going to shower, leave the door open. In case you cannot slow it down and you should fall, somebody can hear you. If you're home alone, do not take a shower when you're having a panic attack. The best I'll tell you to do is walk around. Drink some room temperature water, not cold water. And like I said, take sips. And next thing that works is tea, hot tea. Drink hot tea with a spoon. When you drink hot tea with a spoon, it slows you down. Anything that takes up your time and your energy to distract you. When you're drinking with a spoon, look how much seconds pass. You take out the spoon, 1, 2, 3, you cool it, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 seconds between every spoon. That's enough to slow you down. Those are the things that work for me. You can try them. Alright, Venica, you reach. Respect, bless up. On the topic of suicide, depression, panic attack, everything will come up. Just give the video a thumbs up. From July till now, I'm not go in the kitchen. Hobby take up the role, so I go and enjoy the moment. Exactly. Because what? All this time you are do it, so now him just feel like, you know what, appreciate her. For me time now for do it. Why all these years that she cook 6 and 7 days a week and I know if you cook. My finger them no nook, so I go help out. Nicola, thank you for being here. You agree with me 100%. That means I talk good things. People, I'm doing subscribers feedback. If you're new to my channel, if you've only been here a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you still can give me a subscriber feedback. How you do this? You go, hey, lash beat, monsieur. Lala. Can't pronounce your lash me beat, you know. Lala, the makeup artist for the wedding. Alright, you're there. Tune in. Thank you for being here. If you want a subscriber shout out, how the subscriber shout out goes, I'll shout you out, but you send me a blurb what you think about my channel. It's up to you if you want to send a picture of you, so I put it up. Like if you watch today's video, you see I shout out my top subscribers who send me their blurb. So I just post it and I just tell some people, I put it on my status on WhatsApp and Facebook, whatever. I'm doing subscriber support a shout out. You like my channel, you hate my channel, I'm doing feedback. I want feedback from you people. What you like about my channel and the content so far. Give me a 30-second video. You can send it to me on IG or you can send it to me on WhatsApp. If you don't want a video, you just want a picture and a blurb, you send me a picture and the words, hi Kevin, Conscious Family Journey, whatever. I like your channel. I found your channel through somebody else's channel. I like the contents. I hate the contents. I don't like when you say this. I don't like when you say that. Whatever your blurb is. Send it to me on IG. @Kevin, or on my business page, Kevin Conscious Davis Transman. The information for my social media will be in the description of the video. When the video is done, you can go back and see. Connect with me. You want to talk to me about something that's bothering you? Connect with me. Visit my YouTube page and read my bio. On my YouTube page, my bio is there with all my education and qualification, the things that I do, the work that I do. Alright, I'm in a relationship for over 28 years and I'm married for 11 years now. Okay, that sounds like a good relationship for you. 28 years plus 11, that's a good look. Some wife only a wear ring, them no, serve no purpose. You can't go out in a chef. You can't go out, you're full of... Basically, you're true to that because there's some men out there who just don't want the woman to leave. So they just put a ring on her finger for just hold her back, you know what I mean? So Nicole, you're senior in a relationship, so maybe you can help give you some advice for a relationship. Tasha, you can tell the bird to stop talk.
I know when I want to go too.
I said the bird them just ups in my conversation, so. Hey, Demi Vibes, what go on?
Alright, thank you very much.
Hey, Nadine, about cover contact no Spanish no because no comprendo. No comprendo. No hablo español. Hablo inglés. Nadine, Demi Vibes. En que puedo ayudarle? Tasha, how you and Tasha? Tasha and Tasha. So I could have worked on me now. I don't understand. I say work on me. Hello? Just let me call you back. I'm in the middle of something. Let me call you back, okay? Yeah, so wow, this card me pre with the Nadine reach. Demi come send me Spanish. Yes, my love. En que puede darle. I did Spanish in high school and it was a good thing that I did. Kevin Kevin a one drink that. Chevanese, leave me alone, huh? I beg you, leave me alone. Kevin have been there too with the panic attacks. I would walk with bottles of water. Yep. Water is very good. So you hear somebody just testify the water is very good for panic attack. Shay is just a whole mood by herself and Shay can't go without a day of annoying me. Melissa, how are you feeling? It's good to see you. If you watch today's video, when you get a chance to watch today's video, you were one of the persons in the video for today. Chevanese and Drizzy have no behavior. Then come like some bad breed wife and husband even though they're not there. The short of breath part, it comes. That's why I say you have to regularize your breathing. You know that you struggle with panic attacks. You have to pace yourself. When you feel it coming, distract yourself. If you get a phone call and it's too much for you, tell the person I have to go. Just say, listen, I really have to hang up the phone. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I hang up. You owe them no explanation else. Your life comes first. If a man is in your face and you and him have a relationship problem, or your boyfriend or your husband, whatever, you're having a relationship problem, you're having argument, quarrel, conversation, and it's too overwhelming and you start to panic, respectfully walk away from the conversation. Respectfully decline the conversation. Like for me, when I was with my ex and she was triggering some stuff in me, I'll be like, listen, I can't talk about this right now because it's affecting me. Can we talk about this later? If she don't want to hear me go by myself, me go lock up my bathroom and show that talk to herself. Or show that make up pain eyes and just close the door and go for a walk. Because my sanity, my mental health comes first. You want to say I'm disrespecting you by not listening to what you have to say? If that's how you feel, it's how you feel. But I have to think about me and what I'm going through right now. I have crazy panic attack too. Thank God I know to control it. Yes, RJ, they do work. I don't take medications for my panic attack. Never. Like when the doctor gave it to me, I took it maybe 3 times and that was it. Them give me a puffer to the point where them say me have to take the puffer sometime. If I do take the puffer, not because of panic attack. I might take the puffer because I have flu and I can't breathe. But I don't really have to take it for panic attack. I have experienced all 3. Well, good. Now that you understand what Kevin says works for him, you can try it. It might work for you. If I'm in an argument, that's how my sub comes in. So I just take the inhaler. Alright, so wow, there's so many people in my life tonight who have issues or challenges with panic attacks. You see, Kevin live touch people. Kevin's channel is touching people. When you have the panic attacks, try to distract yourself is one of the best ways. I remember I'm on the phone with this person one day. She called me and she's like, I'm having a panic attack. I don't know what to do. And I'm just like, calm down. Hold on, breathe. In, out. In, out. This is me on the phone. I tell her how to breathing out. And me have my watch. I look on my watch and I count the seconds. In, out. And then I'm like, can you go to the kitchen? She's like, yes. I say, I want you to make some tea. And I'm watching the time. And I'm timing what I'm saying to her. Slowly turn on the pipe. Drink some this, do that. Because even watching the water run. Turn on the pipe and just watch the water run. It soothes you. Put your hand under the pipe and run your hand under the pipe and just make you feel alive. Because when you're sitting by yourself and you start breathe fast, it's just going to make it work. It's just going to make it irritate more, agitate more. You're just going to get higher in it. So turn on the pipe and just have the water run by your hand. Water soothes me. Water is relaxing. Just hearing the water trickle. That's why I love to go to the beach and all these things. Even though I don't like going at the water, I just go watch the water run and flash and splash. And it just give me a vibe. Just Cougar always come out strong. Or you could use Discord. Nadine, we talk about Discord. Alright, so persons who are just joining the live, Kevin is the host. Journey with Kevin is my channel. And I want you all to give the video a thumbs up. I want you to go and check out other videos. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Remember, this channel, let me give you a little insight about this channel for those who are new. This channel is about family, blog, vlog. I am a trained counselor, licensed social service worker, and I do a lot of motivational talks here. I'm a peer educator, also an advocate, and a HIV activist, LGBTQ activist as well. So my portfolio is very big and very wide. Check out my bio when you're done this video. You can check out my YouTube bio and you can see some of the other services that I provide. Jizzy love Cougar. You can go on about love Cougar. Sorry I couldn't stay long. 3 a.m. comes quick. Have a great night. Excellent topic. Alright, thank you for being here, Jakia. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Everybody a fight over Drizzy, you didn't come maga self. My hubby Andrew is listening to you. Hey Andrew, thank you for being here. Like I like when I have adult figures in my life. I like when I have people near and far listening to my voice, because it does mean that I'm reaching lives all over the world. As I tell my fans every day, I want to be a voice to the voiceless and bring hope to the hopeless. And I want my viewers and my subscribers to help me help them. How do you do this? Share my videos. Let other people listen and watch my videos. I have a lot of lived experiences that I am putting out there in the public so people can know that they are not alone. There are other persons who have been there in this life and they have overcome, so you too can beat whatever the odds are in your life. As I said earlier, I was talking to somebody today who was feeling really down, and when I did some self-disclosure and told her how I had to live my life back in Jamaica to cope to get to where I am right now, she was like taken back. She was like, wow, if you've been through so much, then I'm not going through anything. There was a time when I was selling all my clothes. I had to be going to people and say, oh, I sell back the shoes here because my bro come and have no money. There was a time when I had to sell back one of my phone. I had this phone that was very expensive. I paid almost $22,000 I paid for the phone. And when hard life reached me, I wasn't able to pay my rent. I went to a phone store and I'm like, yo, I'll take $15,000 for this. And I sell the phone for $15,000. My $22,000 phone, I sell it for $15,000. And when I get the money, I buy a phone for $3,000 and I had $12,000 to pay my rent and buy grocery. You have to do what you have to do. Thank you for all you do. Jackie, you know it's love me I bring, and it's coming from a good place in my heart. So just go and spread the love and be good, do good. I told people on my channel last week, one of my mission is to help people to be the better version of themselves. A lot of people are saying them not believe in a people and they don't trust people. Well, there are persons out there saying the same thing about you. They're saying the same thing about me. There might be somebody on my channel right now, so me just get 2 thumbs down. Somebody I look into it and say, be a shit in my chat, be a crap, I'm full of crap like a what. I'm a user, I'm a womanizer, I'm a player. They're saying a lot of things about me too. Are all those things true? No. Maybe 1 out of every 10 of the comments might be true, but I tell people don't judge me for my past. I was a player in my past, but that's what people think. I had more than 1 partners. Yes, I'll admit to that. Was I a player? No, I'm not play. I never like sports like that. Pool is my favorite game. So, for the women who are going to say that I was a player, maybe you think that what it was. Maybe it's just a term to say because I had more than 1 sex partners at the time. But I never lied to any of you. All of you know that you were not the only one and you were okay with it. So now that I choose to be with my fiance alone and decide to be faithful and committed to her, you're all gonna come at me and say me a whore, me a this and me that. I was. If you wanna say it, say I was. Don't say I am. People, we make some choices in life. We've done some stuff in the past. I don't want people to owe me for my past because my past is not me anymore. I was searching for love and maybe I searched in the wrong places or maybe the wrong panty seat them, but I was searching for it and now that I have it, I don't appreciate and I don't tolerate people trying to throw my past in my face because you know my past. But I always tell people, looking at me, you can never know my story. I was hurt so many times to the point where I didn't know what love was or what love is. I given up on love because all I was finding is just hurt. But I did my own soul searching. I went to my counseling. I got my therapy lessons and my classes and I overcame. So I'm hoping that people who are listening to me can help to be better versions or better people. I want all my viewers to be a better person. If you were the person who used to rob people and you hear my voice, stop rob the person, beg him. When you go, if the next gunman hold up somebody, if a gunman should be listening to my vlog right now, and you're in the process to rob somebody, when you point the gun on the person, say beg you $100. Instead of say, give me all of your money. Brother, you don't know how the people them work for their money. So instead of go juke down the man and say, oh, give me all your money, give me a wallet, give me a phone. Just say, yo, me have the gun in your face, give me $1,000. How much money in your pocket? And the person open their pocket and say, me have 16,000. Say, give me half of that. And the person give you 8. Go on by your business with the 8 and left the person. When you the entire 16,000, how the person survive for the rest of the money? I want people to be the best. Just say to the person, say, yo, I'm boxing your face. Give them a 1 box and let them go. Because they box them, but them live. Be the better version of you. Like, I'm tired of seeing black people just a dead stuff for no reason. You go for rob the man, you're taking money already. What you bother kill him for? Take the money and go now. It's just sad, and the reality of life sometimes is so overwhelming. But not straying too much from the topic of suicide and depression, but a lot of things contribute to it because a person been robbed. This is the last money you have and you owe so much bills and you get robbed and you're going home to your kids, you can't provide for your kids. How do you deal with that? That alone can send into depression. Pick up the phone and call somebody and say, you know, so me get robbed last night. Beg you $50 for send me pitney them at school a morning now. And everybody have it. And a person might look on you and say, boy, I'm sorry for you, so them rob you, you know, but me can't help you. That is not what you're hoping to hear. But if that is what you hear, you just have to deal with it. Take it easy, don't stress it. It will get better one day. Do I have a delay or you're behind on chat? I'm not sure. Maybe you have a delay.
Oh, you're behind on the chat.
Hmm?
You're behind on the chat.
I am behind?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? Oh, you mean the chats that I'm reading? Yeah, I'm reading them late because I don't want to lose my chain of thought. So I'm just reading them as I go along. Because if I stop to read everybody's comment as they come in, then I'll lose the chain of thought. So yes, I'm behind on the chat because I'm just checking them after I say what I have to say. I hate to have panic attack in an argument. I just flip and end up slapping. Why? Alright, no Kiki. Remember, Kevin said, I'm trying to help people to be the better versions of them. Right? So if you're having a panic attack and you slap the person, how does that help your panic attack? It doesn't. And the person is going to leave thinking that you're abusive when you might not be. So you have to find another way to channel your energy. You're having a panic attack, punch yourself. Punch yourself. Calm yourself. Thump the wall. And when you wake up tomorrow and bruise up, you say, Ratty, that me thump the wall and bruise up, man. Then you know you won't thump the wall again. When you hurt yourself, then you know you don't want to do it again. But you hurt somebody, now you have two pain to deal with. You have the pain of having to apologize to the person, and you have the pain of having to deal with what happened to the person. And then you might end up hating yourself for hurting the person. You don't need all them three pain there. Try to find a different way to channel your energy, alright? Chevani say I'm like that too. Oh, yeah, me say next time when I feel like I don't want to lick somebody, lick on yourself. I have been there. That's why I can tell you all how it works, what I did. I was at that point when I had tantrums. I felt like I had to go to anger management classes because the man in me was so aggressive, and the police training that I had, where we know how to beat up people and how to defend yourself and tactical and all them something there, and martial arts and all them defensive techniques and tactics training, there was all in me. As soon as somebody says something to me, I'm like, ready to put them down. Even if it's just a simple comment, I'm ready to put them down because I have the training. And I look into myself, I say, I can't go around life and beat up people, so. After me know Jet Li and Jackie Chan and all them people there, why? What do I gain from beating up all these people? Nothing. Some people feel like men feel like if them not hit a woman, them not man enough. They're having an argument with the woman and them shut her one back. Sit down. Don't speak to me like that. I'm the man of the house. Me pay the bills. Where you box the woman after her to sit down for? What if she backs you back? You gonna like it? No. Of course you're gonna say if she backs you back, she rude because she the woman and she not supposed to put her hand on you. Then why you put your hand on her? Is she a child? I don't even hit my child. I don't beat my kid. I don't slap my kid. So why should I put my hand on an adult? Nah, not doing that. Leave him on the charger. Alright people, I have like 8 more minutes to go. I don't want this chat to be too long because I said I was going to be an hour. So let me just catch up on the comments and then I'm going to run out in the next 8 minutes. Alright, not being too long because my chest is still not 100%, so I don't want to strain it too much. So let me just catch up on the comments. What's up family? LG Brighter Days, thank you for being here. It's been a while, I haven't seen you on a live, but thanks for being here. Alright, okay, it's an app that streamers use to chat with viewers. Oh, I kind of use the Streamlab because I get more benefits out of the Streamlab and the more ease. I can't reach your phone, so you have to come around and help me. Because I can't reach your phone. If you get some hand, them can't stretch it. Rest when you're ready to come. Maybe phone not dead by then. So I use the Streamlab because that was what I was using to create my clothing line, and then I just change my mind. I use Teespring instead. So yes, people thumbs down the video because they don't like when Kevin's live. Like the haters are there. Like I'm not worried for the thumbs down. All if me come here, I only get 10 likes. Me alright, because at the end of the day, I'm reaching people. My mission is to reach people and to help people. Remember, Jesus never do one bad thing in a film life, and people still never like him. They still spoke bad about him, and he was only doing good. So, how you mean them now gonna say bad about Kevin? Who is Kevin? Kevin and nobody. Kevin look up some dirty foot boy over this, so just shut off him out. And that them basically I say. Why look up some dirty foot boy shut off him out and I make people feel like he knows this and he knows that. This is what people say about me, so I don't really worry when I see the dislikes or the thumbs down. It makes me feel good because if I have perfect scores, something is wrong. There was a teacher in college named Mr. Hassan. He never gives 100%. He gives 98 and 99 because he said there is no perfect person. So when I see the thumbs down, I don't worry about them. If I see 30 thumbs down and 2 likes, then now I'm worried. Because it means I'm not doing anything good. So the haters are there and they are part of life. It's just like you have the lawyer, the doctor, the teacher, the police, the thief, the gunman. If there was no gunman, we wouldn't need police. Everybody could have been there one civilian and got through under them, what them call it now, neighborhood watch. Them no need police to arrest nobody. If a man do something, then just hold him and beat him and let him go. But because everybody make up life, then you need the different carriers and the different people. You need the hypocrite, you need the good people, you need the Christian, you need the unsaved, you need the go-go, you need the prostitute. So YouTube need haters. We need thumbs up or we need thumbs down. If YouTube never need thumbs down, they wouldn't put a thumbs down button, I swear. Alright, so we're there for them. The haters them out, but we're there for them. So let's keep it running. On the topic of suicide and depression. If you meet somebody or you talk to somebody, me did a higgle, me did a hustle, you know, somebody who is feeling depressed and somebody who needs help, reach out to the person. Be your brother's keeper. I posted something on my Facebook the other day about being a counselor. I never turn anybody away. Even if you're my biggest enemy, even if you're somebody who doesn't like me, I'm not going to turn you away. Reach out to me. The job that I do is hard to not help. I was talking to somebody last night about somebody who I thought did me wrong. Because, you know, perception can be somewhat wrong. I had a situation with somebody. I was trying to get through to the person. I'm not getting through to the person. I messaged somebody else to vent. I say I need somewhere to vent. And I was saying to the person, you know, say X, Y, and Z was supposed to call me back and X, Y, and Z has not called me back. And I'm a little disgruntled. I'm not upset. I'm not even vexed. I'm just like trying to figure out what happened. And the person was like, sometimes you can't too trust people, you know, Kevin, because you have a good heart and blah, 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 blah. The person wasn't saying anything bad either. But then I rewrote the conversation and I said to the person, because I don't hear from such person, I'm not going to say the person did me wrong. And even if the person did me wrong, I have no proof, so I'm not going to assume. I also said to the person that sometimes in life, people don't tell you what you are expecting to hear. It doesn't mean that the person lied to you. And as a counselor, I never think the worst of anybody or any situation. Even when I feel that this is the way it is, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. And by late this evening, about 5 o'clock, 5:30 this evening, I heard from the person who I never heard from all day yesterday. And the person is going through a midlife crisis. Can you imagine how I would have felt if I was there chatting and saying a bag of things about the person and blah, 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 run off my mouth and the boy did this and the boy did that and a worthless boy and him did this and him did that? How would I feel when the person opened up to me and say, Kevin, I'm going through a midlife crisis and this is why you never heard from me? But I feel bad. So that is why I say sometimes you have to give people the benefit of the doubt. If I never tell you something, doesn't mean I lied to you. I just never told you. If I told you something and did not tell you the truth, then that means I lied to you. So we have to give people sometimes like a room to play. I'm not my past, honey. Yes, exactly, Melissa. I'm not my past, so I don't live there anymore. People don't judge me for my past. Everybody on the live, how are you feeling? I'm doing my, what I call it, a warm down. When you go to the gym and you go to do exercise PE class, them tell you warm up. And when the session finish, them tell you warm down. So now it's time for us to warm down. Detox. Get it out of your system. What is it that you want to talk about? What did you learn about the life? Did you like the life tonight? Feedback. Throw it all out there. Anything that you connected with, anything that made sense, you have 2 minutes to say it right now. I'm reading them. When you have panic attack, you feel like you want to die and everything around you look different. That is why it's called panic attack star life. It makes you panic. It makes you see things that are not real. It makes you think things that are not happening. So you have to talk yourself out of it. If everything looks different and everything looks strange, stop for a moment, close your eyes, take a minute and relax. If you keep looking at the things that look different and feel different, it's going to bring you off stream and it's going to spike you up some more. The aim of this is to try and slow yourself down. So if the wall looks different and you stay there and stare at the wall, you're gonna start to hallucinate. You're gonna start to think that the wall is moving. You're gonna look at the little spots on the wall and say, oh my god, that look like one fly, that look like one bug. Oh, there's something there move, and it's just the spots that were always there. Distract yourself. If the wall is looking different to you, take your eyes off the wall and look on the floor. Never stare in one place too long. That's not good. Staring in one place too long, you start thinking things, and then your eyes start to turn over, and the person who wants to come and rescue you going to say you're staring at the space like you're a duppy. You know, back in the days when people have anxiety and panic attack, old people that say, duppy the pana, rebuke him, look how he them told out her, Jesus Christ, and them go for the Bible and then beat you and all these things. They never knew that it was panic attack. Them just feel so duppy the pan and they can't go to church and all them something. And them not understand that taking you to church is giving you time to distract yourself from the panic attack. So by the time you go to church, it's solved. Or them call a prayer meeting right away and them start pray for you. And they don't understand that by calling the prayer meeting, taking you out of your comfort zone, they're helping you to channel the panic attack. But in a for them that the spirit where them pray and them worship and the Bible and whatever, calm me down. I give a story. There was a time when I was stressed out, the same time when I tried to commit suicide. It was in that same week. Because like I say, I didn't eat for days because I wasn't sure what was happening. I tried to kill myself, and then we so happened to go to somewhere and they have this wine left over, and there was a bottle of wine were left over, and the person said I can carry it to him. Blows and skirt. I would tell them to give me wine. Me we try to kill myself while I give me wine. Brothers and sisters, can I tell you? I go home and I turn the buckle of my head like water. Zoop, 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 zoop. Few minutes later, I'm trying to climb through the window. Them window they have pane. But them call it some glass window where you have to take out the louver blade. Me around there pick out the louver blade them one by one. Then me start beat the door. All kind of things start happen. Them go for me and them pick me up and them drive me from one place to the next place and carry me go to my brother yard and them pray for me and them do all kind of things and them pray for me and them say somebody said spirit power me and then send back the spirit to hell and whatever, and in my head me a laugh because I know say I drunk. I was stressed out, I know, so maybe them that pray for whatever the stress that was on me, but in my head I know say I drunk because I drink one bottle of friggin' wine and I'm not a drinker. At that time I've never even had anything to drink. I don't know what it is to drink. I may drink one bottle of wine in less than 15 minutes, like zoop, zoop, zoop. Not even 15 minutes, about 5 minutes. I drink the bottle of wine faster than I was supposed to drink a bottle of water. So I'm saying I was having a panic attack, I was a little tipsy, and them ready to be something else. So, juicy, Melissa. Let me see if the comments come in now. Alright, I'm feeling rejuvenated, alright. We'll try the water thing. Definitely try the water thing, it will work. Alright, different type of panics. I won't stop you. Behave yourself. That's why a panic attack. Start life. That's why someone have to talk me through it. Yeah, people can talk you through it. I've done it several times. So have a friend who can help to talk you through it. Have a go-to friend where you say when you have panic attack, you can always call that person. Call that person your panic attack friend. Yeah, you will feel like you're going crazy. Been there and done that, but like you said, feel like. So the fact that you say you feel like you're going crazy means you're not actually crazy. So you don't have to make it run to the point where you lose your mind. Try the water thing. It definitely works. Definitely. I've never suggested it to anybody and it didn't work for them. Because even men get anxious too. And men, you have to walk away from the feeling and the thought where stereotype and society make you feel like men not supposed to cry and men not supposed to show them anger. Men, there are men out there who hit women, there are women out there who hit men, and same-sex relationship just the same. Transgenders hit their women, whatever. We are human beings. Regardless of the gender where you have or the gender where you take, you do get anxious at some point in time. And a lot of people were raised to believe that when them anxious, them have a hit. A lot of people were not raised that way, but it's just a thought that comes to your mind. Even the baby. If you take something away from the baby, instead of the baby screaming at you, sometimes they want to hit. Because it's always faster to hit than to speak. I don't know why the brain is like that. You always feel like I will slap you in your face instead of saying give it back. Somebody took something from you. Instead of you saying to the person, can I have it back? You take up your hand, boom, one slap across the person's face. Like why? Doesn't it take more energy to slap the person than to just ask for it back? Yes, but who cares about that when they're upset? When people are upset, they're just doing what their mind tells them to do. So men, women, transgenders, anybody. The next time you feel like you're upset or you're getting anxious and you want to hit somebody, Distract yourself, channel the energy. Walk in the kitchen and take up a bottle of water. Your girlfriend come home, she's upset at you because you didn't do something. She try to take your phone, she try to argue with you. If you know you're innocent, make your woman go on with the phone and go drink a bottle of water. Period. Make she go and search for what she look for. I hope she find it and I hope you help her. Women, stop searching the man phone because you never put nothing in the phone. You go search it, you go find it, it go affect you. If he's doing it, that means that the relationship is not what you think it should be. If you have a search your person's phone to see if them are cheat or them not cheat, the relationship is not what it's supposed to be. Alright? Take my word. If you have to be searching the phone looking for evidence, the relationship is not what a relationship is supposed to be. Try the water thing. I learned a lot about panic attack that I never took the time out to research, and it's quite educational. I'm leaving here today feeling like I just learned something in school. Chev is always fun being your YouTube husband. Listen, I got divorced it now. I got on late, but I have been through a lot of all of the depressions, panic attacks, and most of all suicide, and I can honestly say that a good support system is one of the best things that you can have. I'm glad that you know that by now, and I'm glad that I'm able to help people. So people, wherever you are in the world, I'm not going to be able to answer everybody when I can, but look, if you feel like nobody else is hearing you, reach out to somebody. If you can't reach nobody, try and reach Kevin. If I'm up, I will try my best to help you. Can't save the world, but I'll save the few that I can. I feel like commit suicide a lot of days, but I try to be strong because my son needs me in some time. I feel like I can't even take care of them because I keep on having a panic attacks. Like I say, you have to channel your energy. Find something to do. Sometimes being at home, being in isolation, not having a job, not having a good support system is enough to send people into panic attacks. You have to channel your energy. Find a book to read. Find a new movie to watch. Do something to distract you. Even before I came on my live today, I was feeling anxious because I went on the road. My fiance went to do some shopping for the baby and everything, because we're doing the final get together. Whatever we need to get now, we decided to just get it out of the way. And I was getting anxious in the supermarket, and I said, baby, can we go home? If anything is left, we gotta do it another day, because I'm getting anxious. I was anxious because this is my first time like putting on a shirt, because I'm always wearing button front. And then I had on the hoodie, so I felt like I was trapped. I was feeling like I'm claustrophobic, so then I was feeling like I'm stifled. So I'm like, I need to go home and just rip all these things off. When I came home and I take off everything, I was still feeling anxious. So I'm like, drink a bottle of water and I'm going to sleep for half an hour. Sleep for half an hour, set my phone to alarm, because I'm like, I want to come live for an hour or an hour and a half. So I just sleep it off. Sleep works. Talk yourself out of it. Listen to a song. Whatever suits you. Today I was in my group and I sent songs to the people in my group to encourage their day. Have good support system. You don't want to be stressed out and feel like you want to kill somebody, and the person you call say, kill the boy, me come bail you. That's not a good support system. Your person cheat on you, say, oh, me feel like I want poison him, and you call your friend and say, poison the boy, give my Dexter up. That's not a good support system. Your support system is supposed to listen. You have a life in front of you. Let him go. Make him go on. You deserve better. People like that you need. You need somebody to tell say, your fault, no. If you listen to me and me tell you this would not good, cut off that person. People, choose your battles. Choose your circle. I suffer with severe depression and anxiety. Thanks for the support. Alright? You need to set an appointment with Kevin. Drizzy, you're booking me my next client. You're welcome, YT family, YouTube family. Thank you all for being here. Alright, me just read the last 3 comments and then I'm gonna chip out. You're lucky me at search right now, true. So Drizzy, make sure you're not doing. Why Chevanese and Drizzy have a whole conversation at the middle of my life? We have each other number. We not go. But Baba there. Baba, where are you? Come to that short something definitely the Thank you so much, Kevin, for your encouraging words. God bless you. Love you. All right, Angela Smith, thank you for being here. Bless up yourself. All right, everybody, my good and faithful people. 17 people still on the live, but I'm out in the next 2 minutes because I'm tired and exhausted. So, for the 3 people who give me the thumbs down, I love you and I appreciate you, and I thank you for being a part of my live. And they say, like, oh, now give me the 3 thumbs down. I can't just drop on a name and say, oh, no, be. Maybe one of my fans them can go on Dexter up. Drizzy, ask the 3 people that give me thumbs down a while ago if you drop their name. I could send a Dexter up for them. We are sending them a Dexter up in the meal. Okay, you can pronounce the benediction because we are in the live. You're in the final minute because I'm finishing right now. My body tired. I go eat my food that she cook before she come back and eat because she don't stop asking me if she can eat the food. She make breakfast and she make dinner. And her breakfast was lunch because I eat like about 2 o'clock. And then I sleep and wake and she make dinner. And me tell her say I'm coming live and then I'll eat afterwards. And 3 times she come ask me in the live if she can eat the food. I don't know how you cook food for somebody and ask back if you can eat it. So people, I'm feeling really good. Thank you all for your prayers and still continue to pray for me. I'm mentally well, but physically still going through the change about my chest flat. Yeah, boy, chest flat and nice and all these things. Yeah, boy, chest flat. Can't chat to me, I know. Real man around here. Like Miss one lady messaged me on Facebook today about them I form some female women's movement, women's empowerment movement group, and she would love if I can be a part of it. Me tell her, say me a woman. But just tell her nice as a lady. Thank you for the opportunity, or thank you for considering me, but I'm not a lady, I'm not a woman, I don't consider myself to be one, so wrong somebody, wrong somebody, wrong somebody. She no reply, I know, she really missed her, I no reply, but that's okay. Because I know she's on my YouTube and she's on my she's on my Facebook, and on my Facebook I never put female as my gender says Transman. So regardless of what you know me as in my past life, that ain't me no more. This ain't Carlene anymore, this is now Kevin. Yes, my chest flat and my belly come out. No, my belly don't come out. It's because there's something that up here so pressing my chest because we did the plastic surgery. So there's something up here so I have to keep my chest steady until the healing done, then me take it off. So when this come off, you don't now go see my belly, I promise you. My belly will go down by half of what you see. It's gonna go down by half of what you see because this thing is pressing it, so then the buzz. Love me now. So I see my belly one big. And everybody born for a flat belly. Hey Chevalier, so you don't go away. What she make for dinner? She make, I want to cook rice and either bully beef or tin mackerel or tuna, 1 out of 3. I think a rice and tuna or tin mackerel. No, I go look right now. Because she take me feet in. I go sleep and she da cook. Alright, good night Kevin and family. Alright people, thank you for being here. I know no want me leave, but I got to go. Because I'm hungry unless I go watch me eat. And then we're coming back tomorrow night, so I'm not exhaust the people because I need them back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at 8. Same time like tonight between 8 and 10 tomorrow night. Come check out the silent stream tomorrow night. I'm coming up with something different for tomorrow night's silent stream. No, I do whatever I want to do. I start the game of Hangman on YouTube. I'm the first YouTuber in my circle will start Hangman. So none of the people them will follow me know the thing. So whatever I choose to do tomorrow, I'm going to do it tomorrow. So Slay Queen, thank you for being here. In the midst of everything, everybody there with me. Alright, thank you so much. What should say? Star Life. Thank you so much. Wish I had a support system. I want to find one. RJ, good night, people. Never a dull moment over here. Chevanese, good night. Treat them like royalty. Kev, bring treats on the live. What kind of treats may I bring now? Bring out the abs. Hold on, the abs who come out, Kiki. Don't worry yourself. Maybe stop walk like lobster. The abs who come out. So, I'm gonna have to end here. I know you all don't wanna go, but we have to end here because I'm gonna watch a movie, you know, and detox myself. Because talking about the whole suicide and depression, you know, been there and done that. So now we need to go find one funny movie, go laugh and chill and detox. So I really call it unwind or warm down. So people, this is another way to do it. Like you feel depressed, go watch a movie, watch something to make you laugh. We'll look at a funny joke with them. Anything that can make you laugh while you're feeling depressed is also a good strategy. If you call one of your friend and you can't get the friend, just go watch one movie. Something to make you laugh. Something that you love. Go to the mall. Go watch a movie. Go to the theater. Take a walk. Anything to distract you. If you have to go for a walk every day, do it. Because at the end of the day, you're exercising just the same. So, many different things can do it. Good night to you and your family. Go and have some rest. I will. Thank you so much, Drizzle J. Alright, me hungry too. Me I gotta eat my food now, so tomorrow night at 8. I will see you all. Until next time. Guys, remember to support the merch. I have the online version. You want to support me? Buy one t-shirt off of my merch. The baby registry closes in 8 days. On the 20th of September, we're closing the baby registry. So, oops for the persons who wanted to contribute to the baby registry. Well, I don't know if I find it, I don't know if I find me. Until next time, people. Your boy, Hothead Kevin, father figure, Kevin Konsious Davis is out. What good. Me go fight them in because I know them here speak Spanish over here for. What are you going like a bride? Noche. Buenos noche. Buenos noche, everyone. Good evening and good night.